This is exactly how I learned one of the hardest skills in calisthenics in 2 months and how you can also get the same results. The skill that I was able to learn in 2 months was the 90-degree handstand push-up. I went from not even being able to hold a 90-degree hold to being able to go through the whole movement and being able to go back up. The first step is commitment. If you're not committed to calisthenics, then click off this video. Now, just to put this into perspective, I used to train pretty badly. I used to do random stuff, no structure at all to my workouts. And because of that, it took me 6 months to learn the regular handstand, when you could easily learn it in a month or 2 with the correct training. Now, since I've figured the most effective way to learn calisthenics, I've been able to learn a hard skill like this in record time. And this brings me into my second step. I used to train calisthenics skills 4 times a week, and that is not enough if you want to see results this fast. So I had to change my schedule from 4 skill days to 6. I trained 6 times a week. I was already training 6 times a week before because I do boxing and calisthenics. So 2 of my days were boxing and then 4 of my days were calisthenics. But because I wanted to see results faster and get stronger quicker, I started training 6 times a week alongside my boxing. You need a lot of volume to see progress very fast in calisthenics, and this training 6 times a week will get you that volume that you need to put your body under stress for you to see results. Step 3 is actually structuring your workouts around the skill you're trying to learn so you can learn it much faster. When I was first starting out, I was doing random exercises, not knowing what reps to do. Why? Because I got this stuff off the internet. I got this random information off of TikTok, YouTube, which just wasn't tailored to me. That caused me to get skills 2-3 times slower than it should have been. So 6 times a week, you need to be doing these sessions. First, start off with attempts. Attempt the skill. Get your body used to the movement. Get your body under pressure. It doesn't matter if it's a skill that you're first trying to do and you can't even hold 0.5 seconds of the skill. Do it. Do 3 sets of attempts so you've given it a good go. After that, you need to be doing negatives to improve the strength in the actual movement itself. If you're unsure what a negative is, I can explain it super duper fast. You're basically doing the movement as slow as possible, as controlled as possible. You're really putting your body under that tension and building that strength. Now, after the negatives, you need to do progressions to improve your strength in the desired movements of the skill. Just so I can give an example, I'm going to use myself for the 90-degree handstand push-up. I was doing deep handstand push-ups against the wall, super slow, super controlled, building that strength. And then after, I would do pike push-ups elevated at a tempo rate. So go down for 2 seconds, hold it at the bottom for 1 second, and then back up. And then I'd do pseudo push-ups with perfect form. So just to recap, you do the attempts, then the negatives of the movement, and then you finish off with progressions. This is the perfect recipe for building strength as fast as possible. Drill this in 6 times a week and you're bound to see results in the first 2-3 weeks, and then eventually get your skill as quick as possible. When I first got my first rep, seeing me get results this fast was the best feeling I've ever felt throughout my whole training in calisthenics. And I've been training calisthenics for 3 years. It took me a year to build the basics because I had absolutely no strength and I was super skinny. I had nothing to be proud in. I did nothing. I just got back from school and I'd play games. I was building towards nothing with my life and I hated it. This sense of proudness, this sense of, holy shit, I've just done this in record time, is the best feeling I've ever felt in my life. It's a proudness that you just can't get rid of. And this brings immense confidence in my ability. It's a confidence I never had when I was growing up, and I never regret training calisthenics for it. To be honest, I wouldn't be here without the training of my brother. My brother actually ended up coaching me, and he's coached me through this whole entire process to get to where I am now, and without him, I wouldn't be where I am now. Without him, I might be having inconsistent progress, the feeling of getting no progress done with all the effort you're trying to put in. And I probably would have quit because continuing to push forward when you're seeing no progress is the hardest thing to do. Trust me, I felt that. When I first started off my first year, it was without my brother. And I was just doing, like I mentioned, random exercises, and I was seeing no progress. So why continue if it's not working for me? And I did actually end up quitting when I was first starting off. Having that tailored experience when training calisthenics, I think, is vital for seeing what you want to get as quick as possible. Because without it, I'd be lost. I did train calisthenics doing a 9-to-5 job, and the last thing I wanted was inconsistent progress. You just need to be smart on how you work out, because you can definitely see quite a lot of results if you train effectively in a short amount of training sessions, like 40, 30 minutes. You can definitely see progress if you train correctly. with that formula I mentioned at the start. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video of how I got my dream body while working a 9-to-5 job with calisthenics. Alongside this, I'm looking for 5 committed people to join my one-on-one coaching so you can get the fastest results possible. You have me, I'm a proof of concept. What I do works. And I can easily apply this to you so you can get where you want to be. So you can get that confidence. So you no longer have to deal with the inconsistent progress. And so you can balance this with your job. Wake up feeling better with something that you're proud with. And subscribe. I try to upload every weekend to help you get to where you want to be